This video is a review of all tracks featured in the Wave 4 DLC pack for Mario Kart 8, and I'll be ranking each course from worst to best.
Lockhart QT.
So, in 8th place we have Mario Circuit DS. Not really surprising this is placed here, as I think for most people this was definitely the leastly anticipated course in both cups, as in my opinion there are other DS tracks more worthy of this position in the Booster Course Pass. I feel like they could have spiced this track up by maybe adding a third lap in reverse, sort of like Peach Gardens did, or adding some of the extra additions in the remixed version of the track that will most likely be coming to Mario Kart Tour, by adding extra shortcuts and ramps for example. In 7th place we have Amsterdam Drift, which like the other city tracks includes 3 different laps based on the 3 different versions in Mario Kart Tour. Amsterdam Drift is still really fun though, and features vibrant flower fields, windmills, canals and the colourful buildings found in the Netherlands. However, I feel like it's not as fun to race on as the other tracks in this wave, and some of the textures suffer the same problems as previous waves did with blob-like bland coloured objects. You can really tell by looking at some of the flowers and the flower pots that it kind of just look like blob textures. They look like they don't really look detailed at all, and I feel like this is a problem, like I said, that Wave 1 and Wave 2 tracks both suffered, where a lot of I think Toad Circuit is the one that everyone points to with very bland textures that actually look worse than the initial Mario Kart 8 courses. In 6th place we have Bangkok Rush from Mario Kart Tour. I really love the first lap of this course, but I'm not too keen on the other 2 laps. I really liked this track in Mario Kart Tour because of the first lap, and because of this I wish the course was just the first lap repeated 3 times, or if the game, I'm hoping they do this as like an update in the future, the game adds a feature where you can actually turn off the separate individual Mario Kart Tour laps and you can actually choose which one you want to do, maybe in like a custom versus race or something like that. I feel like that would be really fun. But bouncing on the market stalls, racing through the stream and the river and gliding over boats was really fun, and I still really like Bangkok Rush, to be honest. In 5th place we have GBA Riverside Park. I feel like when it comes to Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart Super Circuit tracks from the Game Boy Advance always get better remakes. Just look at Ribbon Road and Cheeseland for example, those tracks absolutely had a glow up. Riverside Park looks fantastic in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, featuring brilliant lighting and water textures, especially on the wooden planks. And the new enemies, the river piranha plants with legs on the track, were really cool, as they kind of look really cute. They're like walking around the track with you, and if you hit them with a shell or something, you can actually acquire their item. They'll actually drop the item and you can use it. In 4th place we have DK Summit from Mario Kart Wii. DK Summit is one of my all-time favourite courses, and the music remix here absolutely slaps. It was a really good showcase in Mario Kart Wii for the blue wall ramps, first appearing in Mario Kart Wii, and although a lot of the tracks from Mario Kart 8 have actually taken these out, we've seen with the Booster Course Pass that they've been slowly adding them back in with Maple Treeway, DK Summit, and also Waluigi Stadium, which I'll get onto later. From the big cannon all the way through to the snow jumps on the floor, this course is just so much fun to race on, and some of the original shortcuts from the Wii version that let you like skip a load of jumps and ramps are left intact, which is really nice because unfortunately Coconut Mall removed a lot of them, and the same goes for Maple Treeway, whereas with DK Summit I'm glad to say that some of them are left intact. In 3rd place we have Waluigi Stadium from Mario Kart Double Dash. This also has a remake in Mario Kart Wii, but I feel like this is the best version, which is what you want from a remake, and the same thing goes for DK Summit, as it had a remake in Mario Kart 7. The muddy wet textures and lighting overall look brilliant, and I wasn't really expecting this track to have the glow up that it did, and the addition of the zero gravity ramp shortcuts scattered throughout make this course fresh and new for returning players. The music again slaps though, with the remix just being brilliant. This is one of my favourite courses in terms of music, and it's just really nice to have the, as I said earlier, the anti-gravity ramps that have been added in, as it just makes the course, I guess, stand out from the other remake counterparts. In 2nd place we have Singapore Speedway. I've only ever played this course once in Mario Kart Tour when it first released, and I couldn't really remember too much about it, to be honest. But it's really fun to race on in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's vibrant, colourful, and it just includes loads of different elements such as water. You're going throughout water, you're actually racing on top of like thin waterfalls really in general. You're gliding through boost hoops, ground boosters, and the rainbow light tunnel. Again, this course's music absolutely slaps and is one of the better remixes in this wave, with even the music changing depending on if you enter the Chinatown section. It will actually change with a different variation, and it really flows with the track naturally, and you don't feel like it's just a new track starting. It actually goes into it really nicely. In first place we have Yoshi's Island, which is the first non-Mario Kart game track released since Animal Crossing and Big Blue all the way back in the DLC of the original release of Mario Kart 8. This track is both really fun to race on and is a love letter to the Yoshi series in general, with clever nods to loads of games and Easter eggs such as Poochie, for example, being on the start line, the enemies being directly from Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Story, Touch and Go, and a load of other Yoshi games, as well as the shortcut where you go through it's the little cloud with the wings with the question mark from the Yoshi games. You actually go and it opens a new ramp for you, which is really cool. Plus you have the flower rings at the end with the coins inside. Plus I forgot to mention the actual coins, as well as the end music is actually directly taken from the Yoshi series, as it's like the goal music, which I've already posted a short on the channel if you want to go watch that in full. Plus the remix music is really jazzy and fits perfectly into Mario Kart 8. Also, this doesn't feel like it's been ported from Mario Kart Tour and the texture's been slightly updated, but instead feels like it was designed from the ground up for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe first, which makes me appreciate this course a whole lot more. So that's my review of Wave 4. Overall, I'd say this is the best wave as of now, as I'm writing the script, and I feel like I did say that for Wave 2 and Wave 3, so that gives me hope that hopefully it's only going to get better and better from here. Many of this wave's courses being fan favourites. Also, the music hits another home run, with even the graphics being a step up from some of the more disappointing graphical upgrades from Wave 1 and Wave 2. I feel like Wave 3 and 4 have really stepped it up in the graphics department. Anyway, for more Mario Kart and Nintendo content, stay subscribed to the channel and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!